Ooh, welcome one and all back to the return of the Arbaal campaign. We have just finished raising the Kislevite settlement. Had no requests to see that battle fought out, so I just autoed it. We are now... We don't need actually to go left, that's all the Skaven territory. Gonna come back home, replenish up, and prepare to push through Kislev.
The soul unbound.
And this man needs to do some more recruiting.
War commands.
Level up all the settlements. Money, money. And 15k skulls right now. I think we can do this pretty safely. Get a little bit more money. And you... Yeah, one more dog. I think. One more dog, right? How many do I need?
A lot.
I do. This entire army is going to be dogs.
I like it.
Maintain 8. I have 7. Yes, so I need one more. Alright, and then...
Ethan said he'll be on in about an hour.
Alright.
I told him to be on in about an hour.
Sounds good. I will toss actually a unit of Wrathmongers in that army to help out. Because I'm going to be swapping out, I think, both of those heroes. Or, no, I'll just swap out him. Alright. So, let us... Should I begin that now?
Reveal your mashup.
Begin creating another army again. Let's get the Skull Reapers for him, because I want 4 of those. OCD, gotta have balance. Alright, recruiting.
Favorite suit.
Recruiting. What kind of suit?
Shit. That stuff's pretty good.
Yes, it is. Hopefully the viewers are okay with random commentary. I do have a friend in the call. We're going to be making some cinematic battles later on. Hopefully you will be joining us for that. In the meantime, let's finish off the Britonians. Don't run away!
I don't know if it'd be okay with you.
Coward.
I think Ethan might join in like 10-20 minutes to watch it come.
Alright, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, me and Jake here go way back, way back. He just recently got me into Warhammer. It's pretty fun.
Indeed. This is also...
I'm still learning,
right.
That's why I'm watching mainly.
Yeah, we got, my commenter here is new to the game, still learning. Hopefully picking up on some tips and tricks. This is also going to be a great time for future recordings with you as well, to test how well they can hear you.
Yeah.
I might have to turn up your audio on Discord.
That's alright.
Alright, sorry, I was just increasing your volume. Let's do that. Never mind.
Oh, Mr. Positions.
Yes, yeah, so I do this.
I didn't know that.
When the game starts out, it starts them out in whatever order the game just starts them out. And sometimes it will save your formation, but more often than not, it keeps them in the formation. Like if you noticed... Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and 2, except these two are on the other side. So for the most part, they are actually lined up with where they are. However, when you're running around in the battle, I don't want to like send out each one to that position, so I will organize my formation beforehand. If you have halberds, halberds are best on the sides, typically 1 or 2 in the center, just in case any big monsters or lords or something to come crashing through the center. But yeah, you do this typically just to set up the formation. And then, just like so, we have chosen with shields on the side, just because the shields are more defensive. Dual weapons will then cleave through any infantry, and then it just rotates out like that. It's not as important when you're playing as Khorne, just because, you know, bog standard strategy is to just charge, so.
This is the kind of stuff I imagined in my head when I was like playing with toys.
Oh yeah.
Like role playing with the mission.
Right, man. That's exactly it. And this man
You gotta beat for it.
is actually flying. Bohemian BeastSlayer. He was actually in one of the videos I just uploaded.
Huh.
Alright, you lot can go over there. Gonna tap that button to make sure that they all start marching. If you have units, if you give a command order, they all run at whatever speed they run at. However, if you group them up like this, tell them to march, they will march at a slower speed, obviously, because it's a march. If you put them in an actual group with Control G, or if you just hit G and then tell them to march, they will all march at the exact same pace. So even if you have slower units, the faster units will slow down to march with the army.
Huh.
Just keep them in formation. In the meantime, I am gonna go over here, I guess. Yeah, we'll just attack this side. That's a very narrow window. Can just jump into the middle, I guess. Debuff. Pop that. Pop that. And do that. Cause as much damage with the Lord before the army really gets there. Send them in here. This is also something that you're not going to want to do with every Lord. Different Lords can do it in different ways. Magic casters, as some who saw the previous episodes recognize and will remember my big bird, just flying around casting spells on everyone. Different Lords have different abilities. Magic, melee, of course. Khorne, his strategy is to charge, like I said, so this is really all that you do with him. Just send him into combat. Yeah, Khorne is among the few factions that I am very comfortable with just sending the Lord into the army by himself. Most other Lords do tend to be a bit more squishy. Khorne is just special. I also don't want the Lord to attack my Harpies, so I'm trying to keep them away. Because they will get slaughtered very quickly. Hop! This is an ability wheel for new players in the game. Getting different equipment, tools, and stuff like that, you'll just get random abilities. Alright, and the reinforcements was just a Lord. And my guy's getting shot at. So, how did the enemy decide to form up? They do still have majority of their troops on the left. Gonna be a bit of a hard fight over there. I'm pretty sure we can do it though. Yeah, most of this is just peasant mob. The thing that sucks about the peasant mob is that they're peasants, and so they don't have much leadership. So it's not going to be much of a fight, it's going to be a very brutal slaughter, and then they're going to run.
Okay.
Typically, it's more fun to fight units with high morale. I mean, as long as you enjoy the combat, because they will stay in combat longer. Obviously, they're not going to run as quick. So, over here you can see the morale of the peasant mob is 82, which, you know, is very high. But once they get engaged in combat, it begins going down. And the faster the health drops, there we go, quicker that leadership is going to go. They have taken thousands of damage. This is the unit, yeah. They have taken thousands of damage in the span of a couple seconds, from 80 leadership to 14 and 20. So yeah, that's, yeah, peasants, and you can still see there's 78 of them. So they have been getting slaughtered very quickly, 160 to start out with. These Chosen have 34 kills already. The Wrathmongers that went in ahead of them have 83. So yeah, peasants, they're just gonna die fast.
Slanesh would support OnlyFans.
What?
I think the Slanesh.
Oh,
Think they would support
absolutely, absolutely. Slanesh would.
OnlyFans. Watch it.
It depends. I'm gonna use this buff on my chosen. So the BeastSlayer, he is actually a good melee combatant. His leadership is 100. Actually, his leadership is unbreakable. So you can see that that note there, unbreakable. The unit does not suffer any form of leadership loss, and they never rout. So this is something you see a lot on dwarf units, slayers typically. There are a few units, depending on the faction, that will have it. Unbreakable just means the unit fights until it dies, exactly as it says. They're not, even if you put them up against someone that they're going to lose very quickly against, they're not going to run away, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I know some players don't actually like unbreakable units because of that fact. They can die very easily if they're in a bad engagement. But for the most part, I like it because it means that they're going to deal as much damage as they can before giving up. Alright. This man has actually killed 2 of my chosen as well. You can see his health though is we're taking chunks out of that. That's my hero as well as the chosen. Uh-oh. We just got the fun ability. Okay. Let's see. I want to drop the sword over here, I guess. Free up Arbaal. Actually, I think I'm going to use it to delete a unit again. You are the sacrifice. Send them this way, send them that way. Did not notice there was a hero over there. That's who's killing my harpies. And I want to send my chosen after them. Never be ashamed to pause the game. Anybody who's watching, viewing, as well as yourself, don't be ashamed to pause the game if you're new to it, learning it, even if you've experienced, such as myself. I've been playing for a couple years. Still, don't be afraid to. You know, if you feel like pausing the game just to get some commands out there issued in the right place, be sure that they do it. I also want to see that sword drop. There we go. Did you see that?
Yeah. Hold on.
That was an instant elimination of a unit. They're just dead. And it looks like the Lord did go down as well. So that, by the way, as well, I'm going to show that off. When a Lord gets killed, yeah, Lord recently died at -16, if you can see that in the leadership as well. Having a Lord rout, if you just chase a Lord off the battlefield, you're not going to inflict that penalty, so units will still get a leadership buff from having an existing Lord, even if they're not on the battlefield. However, if you kill them, then, yeah, extra leadership.
We deliver oblivion. Release the screaming souls.
If you hit K, then you can go into the cinematic mode, which is what I'm in right now. You can still issue commands, how I'm doing. You just can't see what you're doing. So, it's a little awkward. Looks like Arbaal finished off that command. You also don't have access to your abilities. I'm only doing this now because I'm very cocky. I'm pretty sure that I've won at this point, so.
Yeah.
Not too concerned about making mistakes, however. There we go. Attack the unit, please. Go after them. These knights are having issues giving up. There we go. Attack.
Scouts for the scout front. Blood for the blood god. Chosen of corn. Guided.
Where? Alright, you know what? This man keeps running away. He needs to die.
Blood for the blood god.
Sounds like a great guy.
Where is he? There he is. He ran into combat over here. That was a big chunk of his health.
Blood for the blood god.
And his leadership is gone. Yep. He routed. Okay. And like so, they are done. You can see the units of my troops are very healthy. Aside from the men who fought the BeastSlayer. Kinda saw that coming. Oh my god. Just ripping chunks out of him. Go on, bite him, bite him. Rawr. Just bit his head off. That man is not coming back. Let's see if we can make a funny. Who wants timing? Who wants timing? Let's see. Don't know what happened with the conga line over there. Let's go for you. Running this way. They're gonna have to turn at some point to go around that. You shall be offerings to the dark gods. Some of them survived, unfortunately. 22.
Their whole life just for that to happen.
They did. Yeah, so I was a little off center with that one.
Sucks to suck.
Lost 21. Harpies did great. Yeah, these guys, they just fantastic, ripping through those peasants. Yeah. Oh no, one of the peasants did actually get a kill. Well done. Congratulations. I imagine most of those kills, the units I lost were from the Harpies. Yeah. Yeah, the archers got most of the kills. Just from shooting, peppering. You eventually deal damage with missile fire, even if you're not dealing good damage. It does eventually add up. But the Harpies, they also got a few of those kills in combat. Oh no, actually that was the Lord, I think, wasn't it? The one thing that is different from multiplayer and campaign is that in multiplayer you can click on these armies to see the stats of them. You don't have to wait until the campaign map to scroll through it, so. I was just about to read that quote. Alright, let's see. This, oh no, he only got 5, okay. Yeah, I guess those kills, well, yeah. Alright, we got 12 on the archers total. Does that doesn't equal 21, does it? Unless I'm bad at math. Oh well.
I am not in the best condition to do mathematical equations.
I was gonna say, I'm not that concerned about it. There's no way that I dealt friendly fire, considering nobody fires anything. Like, it's... Alright. Again, just because corn is corn, whenever you win a battle, you gain movement range. There was one point when I was up here, out of movement range, I hit 2 armies, and then followed the armies as I punched through them, and was able to hit the settlement in the same turn, even though I was out of movement range up here. You just gotta win fights. You cannot sack and raise in the same turn either, so... I chose to sack it because I wanted the money. Now I have to wait around to get the raise. Are you at just out of range? Nope, 4%. I can. Should we give him one last hurrah and fight this battle, or just auto it?
They do it again?
Do it again? Alright.
Yeah, do it again.
As you say. Do have magic. What do you have? Wind blast. Alright, that's... I'm not too worried about that. Some magic can be very scary, though. I fought the Fey Enchantress, and she dropped a couple of comets on my head. It was not pleasant. Yeah, it was only a couple. Did kill a few of the Chosen. This, however, looks like a great map for me. I mean, it's a good defensive map, obviously, because you can just sit in the choke point and shoot over them. But, those choke points aren't going to last very long. Alrighty. Looks like they left the third side. They just want to sit there. Cool. I am actually going to send 2 on this side. And the rest of you push up the middle and wipe them out. Yeah. You can be over here because of the Lord. You can go.
Ethan wants to go ahead and hop on. Shit, yeah, watch. Alright, if I have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Judgment's hand. Resistance is pointless.
Come on, come on. Pull through, pull through. You're a big tough guy. Don't get blocked because of the peasants. Come on. Get her. Just knocked her over the entire unit. Great. Now you have to kill the horses first. And we can toss that out there. March them up. Oh yeah. Little tip, I'll do this as well. So when you have units selected, you can hit Control G, puts them into a group and locks the group. You can also just hit G to group them and then click the button to lock it. The difference is when a unit is grouped up and you issue an attack order, they all attack whoever you tell them to. When the group is locked, issue an attack order, they all attack forward, meaning they will engage in combat with whoever is the closest to them. So, it does mean that you have to pay less attention in your micro. Good thing for new players. Definitely suggest using control groups. Just to start out with. Whoops. They decided to leave the sorceress alone. I'm just gonna kill her in, I guess, 3 attacks. She's already shattered. Go on. Just finish her off. Thank you. Yep, she's dead. And you can go there, and you can go there.
Chosen of Corn, rage embodied. Chaos commands.
Down goes the peasant mob. Yup, this is just a slaughter. Brutal.
Chosen of Corn.
Who is still in the fight? Why has it not ended yet? You. You think there's a chance because you have a ranged missile? Let me get my harpies. There we go. They realized their mistake. I didn't even lose a harpy. Ah, okay then. Well, we have, let's see, 30 minutes, okay. Hello. You two trying to do some alone time?
No.
No, he's just telling me off his phone. It's like,
Stream that screen, we'll watch.
Yeah, I'm just I'm setting up my stream. Sorry, Lisp came out. Setting up the stream.
Oh, you do. I'm on famous.
go. Alright,
By the way,
now you guys should be able to see that.
I sent you.
Saying you little gift.
Sent you the page down on the team. I just want to pop it open.
Arbaal the Undefeated!
Got
You'll
Imbre.
figure out why when you're done recording and you open it up.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I should be concerned or thankful first.
No, you both.
You should 100% be more concerned than think.
I grasp the intent!
Alrighty, let's go ahead. We encountered some new elves. Yay, we get to kill more elves. Pointy-eared bastards.
Yeah, dude.
Aren't there like chaos dwarves above it?
Yes, I do have chaos dwarves here. I actually had to, I wanted to ally with them.
Yes.
I do have a defensive alliance, yeah. We could, actually. I've let that alliance go on for a long time, so I should have quite a bit of favor built up for them. I have to be in my own recruitment. Never mind. Or my own territory. Let's go to somebody in my territory. Bellicor.
Lord of Shadows.
Allied recruitment. Okay. So yes, I can recruit their units. Unfortunately, they have not leveled up the settlement. It's still only Hell Cannons and Iron Demons. Tier 4. Yeah. I'm waiting for them to upgrade the settlement. I could get Hell Cannons, I guess, but why can't I get the Death Shrieker, actually?
The first damned.
You might have to upgrade your outpost.
The outposts only change, like, the cost. So, the Tier 1...
Okay.
Yeah, allied recruitment is expensive outside of friendly territory. You can't actually recruit allied units outside friendly territory. You have to be in your own territory. You have to be garrisoned or an encampment stance.
There's a big helicopter you stepped on.
Yeah. The second tier allows you to recruit from their global pool, which does allow more recruitment, but the first level should give you access to anything that they can recruit in that settlement. So,
If my
I'm not too sure about
if
that.
my cousin was still here, he would have left this fucking. I was pissed.
Nick in the audience, what happened to you?
No.
you
I don't wanna let people know that my cousin got the baby. The fucking 8-year-old.
Oh, shit. Youngsters are catching up to you. Alright.
Fucking traps, dude.
I think after I wipe him out, I might just teleport further south. Okay, then.
I don't know if that guy's gonna let you do that.
What is... Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Close defeat as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any concerns about being a scumbag. Anyone who has issues with save scumming, grow up. It's a fucking video game. I'm just saying. Play the game to have fun, alright? There's so many cheesing that the AI does. I thought that my lord was close enough to reinforce the settlement, so I'm just gonna correct that mistake. I had to reload the save turn, or the end turn.
Right.
Alright, hey, I mean, you know, you're trying to enjoy your campaign. Every now and then you're gonna make some mistakes. Don't be afraid to go back and correct it. I fucked up. I did not have the Lord close enough to the settlement. I thought that he was gonna come out and help me guard it. Did not happen. Alrighty, let's jump over there to this region. Yes. Big Bird, get closer. Alrighty. And
Blood Speaker!
this man was one of the suggested or requested armies. I believe this was all. I'm just waiting for the other hero to jump in that army. Yes.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Is he close enough now? Let's see. You. I don't see the yellow line. I see the yellow line for the Lord. Okay. Alright, so attacking the Lord, the settlement comes out to reinforce. It should mean that attacking the settlement, the army will reinforce. We're about to find out.
Our fury
Now,
will
another
call
way we might find out
hailstorms.
is if they just choose not to attack. Because now that I have added defenders, they might think that it's too much. Do I have to kill another army, or do I get to replenish? That is the question. I could have recruited more regiments of renown in his army as well. This is my big bird, by the way, who I'm referring to, for those who don't know.
Bird. Imagine a turd that come out of him beating.
Zarthoriel the Everwatcher. My big
Size of
bird.
that building.
That's true, yeah, he's he is actually. On the campaign map. In the battle, thankfully, he's not that large.
Thankfully. I mean, I would want him to be that big. You just throw him at people.
Conflict
They
of the
die.
Black God.
Actually, technically in lore, Kolek is that big. Kolek is this man over here. That,
Oh, he's actually that big.
yeah, that
He sounds like he'd be that big.
that is the the dragon ogre Shaggoth. He is the mountain god. And yes, in lore, he is actually stands taller than the walls, and he destroyed the walls of Prague literally by standing next to it and just slamming his hammer down, and just broke a wall and broke a hole in the wall and let his troops run through.
I could do that.
And also, I'm guessing that I was close enough to reinforce because they chose not to attack this time. Faction destroyed. Oh, who killed them? I was gonna do
I
that.
got into alcohol. Eat the
Was
pig. I got lots of alcohol again.
Oh, ooh.
right. We about to have a cross-faded gaming session.
We have Warhammer and Risk of Rain.
Alrighty.
I got it for changes.
We do. Okay, so what?
Don't show your audience.
Take that. Yep. Yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not. No, that's why I don't have a face cam. Sure. All right.
You should text your friend, your buddy. Send him a picture of this action.
Jaden.
Defense guy or whatever, yeah.
You might like that one.
Reveal
You're like,
your
dude, this
measure.
fucking weirdo I found on the internet.
Forsaken. That's what it was. I
And
remember.
does he know your Steam username?
No.
The Dark Master.
Yeah, you can do it with it.
Shadows move.
And we're gonna start up that next army. Skull Taker.
Skull Taker.
Gotta use my Cornate Lord here. Pop the Skull Taker with the Skull Taker. Level up my doggy. I cannot wait until I get this man in combat. This was one of my favorite armies. This, by the way, Karnak is actually in the base game, so you guys will be able to play with him and use a dog army if you feel like in vanilla game. It's really fun, very satisfying. Just,
You like playing with dogs?
Skull
I do.
for the skulls.
Get to have them munch everybody's faces off.
I'll be honest, I can't do it.
Why not?
The Blood Lord. Move.
It's too much for me.
Oh yes.
Moving dogs around, moving horses around.
Yeah, it is very micro intensive.
That's why I love guns. I just put them right there and anything in front of them disappears.
Very true, very true. That is. Hopefully I'm gonna get some good units out of this man here. I might actually. Oh no, I think I have to. Yeah, I definitely have 4K. Yeah, I have to have a military alliance. in order to upgrade the outpost. Let me see. Everyone else is recruiting. Scar. You are running over there to join them. Let's recruit with the Skull Taker. Okay, now I have that unit in here as well. Okay, so this Regiment of Renown is apparently connected to this guy. So yeah, anyone who is wondering, this man is from the mod Mixu's mods, and apparently he also comes with some regiments of renown, being doggos. So I'm going to recruit them in that army.
The first demon prince.
All right. Let's see. Do I want to kill Bones and then dwarves? So we had a request to meet up with Scarbrand and try to confederate him. Scarbrand is going to be down in this area. Turns out he is still alive. You can see the corn corruption still at 100%, so he's doing all right. Best way to get down there is going to be to carve through these mountains, I think. What kind of force does she have? I cannot see them. What kind of force do you have? That is so pathetic. I would definitely teleport over there and kill you if I had enough to do so. I might have to cancel that boon. That's gonna be upsetting. Alright, prepare to watch my income just get destroyed. Okay, so currently I have this active, an upkeep of 8% for other armies, upkeep of 25 for my lord. However, losing that 3 per turn is apparently too much, so I gotta cancel it. Negative 1,000, okay, well that's not as bad. Once I step outside the territory, it's gonna go terrible though. And now, I need to march all the way down there. Damn it. Because I still don't have enough to teleport. Alright, well. Gonna be pissing off ogres, it looks like. Okay. Who are you friends with? Friends with the rat. Oh no, he's at war with the rat. He's friends with Cathay. And you're trading with the elf? Oh my. Wow. I'm looking at his territory right now. So the yellow is the selected lord's territory, whoever it is that you're talking to. And green is essentially who they're close allies with, who they have close relations with. The darker the territory, if it's red, it means that there's somewhat unstable relations. I don't know why this guy's red. Okay, never mind. It's because he's deteriorating. Because they do have a trade, so I thought that they'd be friendly, but I guess they're growing in separate ways. But yeah, all of this is going to be an issue. I might go to war with the ogres. He's got 17 settlements. That is worth 14k. 16, 17. Good money. Ogres might be in target. This man is still raiding me. And he's raiding them. You can't be happy with that either, can you?
Bow before he who wields the Slayer of Kings.
I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to build an army over here to kill these guys. I'm hoping that he's going to do it. However, because they don't have a settlement, I can't click on them in diplomacy. Alright, we're just going to end the turn. Where am I? Combat up there. Nothing's happening down there. I guess we'll keep a lookout up here. She might decide that there's enough of a chance of winning that fight. I'm going to be going through one more turn here before I end this episode.
Alright, thanks for
Yeah, I can start that download. How long do you think it's gonna take?
Probably not long. It's not a big game.
All right.
You know, it is that. Well, not really. It just never ends.
There's just not much data in the game. Kinda. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, not a big
It's about
tax
2
on the
gigabytes.
system. Okay. Yeah. And then hopefully later on today we can get some, or I can record some cinematic battles.
Yeah.
And if both of you are interested, it would be much easier because the AI does not have very good pathfinding. So some of those like cinematic modded maps that are just incredible and glorious to look at, you only get to see part of it because the AI wants to fight as soon as it can, so it typically just defends the walls. Challenge aborted.
Oh!
Hey.
Yeah! I'm definitely down to help.
Oh, Ethan, I was
I think
streaming with Jake.
Found Scarbrand.
Yeah.
Rain. And I got that
Alright.
portal thing that spawned that gold guy, right? First stage. Killed him, got a red
Yeah.
item.
That
And Jake was like,
You
oh,
got- Wait, you got a red item out of killing the
Got two
golden
chosen.
dude who's been fucking you
on
up?
stage 1. Got item the first 5 minutes of the run.
Blood for the blood
And I
god.
told Jake that's why you don't like playing with things like you get red items out, but Jake will understand.
When I call,
Mhm.
you answer.
Yeah, you'll understand myself.
All shall fall before I am done.
Okay, where I'm like, heck yeah, and I'll be able with like 8 of them. Like, yeah, buddy.
got one more turn on that
One
recruitment.
blood, 1,000 wraths.
You are fully healed now.
Take flight.
Do I want another demon? I want more demons in this army. Actually, I want to move you up first. Move up to the bridge.
Samurai character on there too, Jake, that, like, wears sword and stuff.
I
What?
cannot go there.
Nice.
All sons of melee, plus he has a giant
Honor
blade.
slaughter.
Just that province, I guess. Sounds pretty cool.
A vision of the future.
And tier 3,
I already taught him, Jake,
money.
the herb.
The urn?
Yeah, not the herb. You know, the thing that kills everybody when you run past them?
Do this.
That takes their
Is
HP.
is that a red item?
The
That was
demon.
the boss fight, buddy.
I might ambush with the dogs.
They must have changed.
No higher power
They
than
must
I.
have. Because it only says enemies. It only says
No
enemies.
higher power
Maybe they
than
did
I.
change it, but I'm not risking
We
it.
can try it.
First,
But,
damned.
but I gave it to all the lizards.
His mere
Oh, yeah,
shadow
that's true. You didn't
holds
give
a
it to, like,
thousand
your pets.
screaming
I've never
shades.
So maybe they did change it.
What?
Still
Yeah, I
got
think it was an
global.
issue,
Local
dog.
fully maxed out
It
there.
was.
Alrighty, well that is going to do it. Looks like we are ready to end this turn. Just get that tech.
To your victim's bones.
Alrighty. Go ahead and end the turn, see if Be'lakor gets his ambush. Get to be able to fight that battle with all those doggies. Unfortunately, it looks like Kislev decided to run away.
Yeah, comment down below if you want more commentary.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, definitely comment down below as well if you can hear them well enough. Otherwise, any videos that I do have them in, if I want their audio heard, I'm gonna have to rework that.
May you not know me as an enemy in your
I did not know this
lifetime.
man was still alive. What do you want, Festus?
Damn, dude,
Nah.
that chin is fucking deadly.
Yo, this chin extends down to his, like, past his chest. Like, he got no neck. It's all chin.
I'm with Crimson Chin. Yeah, I want you to still stream for us when you open up the message in the downloader screen. What you can see my foot.
Yeah, you should do that. Just make sure no one else can ever see it.
131. It looks like a few factions have gone
Scotty
down.
boy here is getting in trouble.
Big time too.
Ambush foiled. Pox makers of Nurgle. Is that Kugath?
Sounds like a slur. Yeah.
Kugath. Nah, Kugath is a big old pox-ridden demon. He lives down here in the Dragon Isles. He apparently got wiped out.
Oh, it
He's
happened.
no longer there then.
That that's very true. That's very true. He is no longer there. Kugath Plaguefile. You want to see what that man looks like? That's him.
What is that nose?
That's a tongue.
Oh.
He has no nose.
Yeah, he got bitten off.
Alrighty. That said, though, this is going to be where we resume next episode. Hopefully you will all be joining me for that. Be picking up with the advances into Kislev, Arbaal. Actually, if I can get combat over there, then I'll be able to get a 5th marker, and then I'll be able to teleport. So that'll be what happens. We're going to come over here, invade Kislev, wipe out whoever is garrisoned there. Currently, it looks like it's the queen herself, so Tsarina will stand by her city and fall by her city. Hopefully. Be catching you all for that one. Anybody want to say bye? No? Okay. They're just being quiet for my benefit, I guess. Alright. Catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace, guys.
Bye.
There we go.
I said bye.